Back in the summer of 2012, LG announced that it was taking a break from tablets to focus on smartphones. At the time, it just wasn't the company's thing. Now, however, with the tablet becoming the ubiquitous living room device, the Korean company's trying its hand again with the 8.3-inch G-Pad. Is it an iPad mini killer? Not quite, especially not with the new Retina model set to arrive on November 1st. So what's so special about LG's flagship tablet? Well, it has a 1920 by 1200 8.3-inch display, features a Snapdragon 600 Heart, and a host of LG's Q apps. Most of these software add-ons, however, are unessential, and the ones that aren't could do with some fine-tuning. Knock On, which we saw debut with the G2, allows users to tap on the device's screen to wake it up and put it to sleep. Does this work as advertised? Well, sometimes, if you can manage to tap the precise spot on the screen. There's also Q-Pair, which requires a companion app downloaded to your phone, so you can receive texts and other alerts on your tablet. Plus, it features an app sticker, which pops up to show you the last used app when you switch paired devices. Q-Slide is pretty much a fancy way of saying multitasking multi-window support, since it allows for apps to be pinned to the home screen, made transparent, and minimized. Slide Aside uses a 3-finger gesture to cache up to 3 running apps that can then be quickly accessed, but we'd rather stick to the task button for this purpose. The software is Android 4.2.2 Jelly Bean, but it's covered in LG's skin. That means you'll have customizations like choosing the arrangement of the Android soft navigation keys and setting the tablet to smart video and pause, functions we've also seen on Samsung's products. The G-Pad is well designed, pretty to look at, and should do well for anyone who loves streaming media. Even the speaker placement is smartly done, so as to not get covered by your palms. But that Snapdragon 600 kind of jams up the G-Pad's flow. It's just not capable of running the OS smoothly. It's never quite slow, but there's a noticeable hesitation that creeps up sometimes when you're launching apps, rotating the screen, or even dipping into the app drawer. Then there's the price. $350 for 16 gigabytes and Wi-Fi, that 1920 by 1200 8.3-inch display, and Snapdragon 600 CPU. For $230, you can get the 7-inch new Nexus 7 or 7-inch Kindle Fire HDX, both with the same resolution, and, in the Kindle's case, a Snapdragon 800 CPU. If LG had stepped up to using Qualcomm's high-end CPU and bumped up the resolution to match the new iPad mini or even the 8.9-inch Kindle Fire HDX, we could see this G-Pad as a real competitor. It's not, though. But if you're still looking to buy in, we'd advise you to hold off for a price drop.